We now come to Chapter 2, HTML Elements. In this chapter, I cover fundamental HTML elements. These are the ones you'll always use to create the structures of your HTML documents. HTML, as we'll soon find out, is really all about elements. Elements give structure to an HTML document and tells the browser how you want your pages to be presented. As we saw previously when we created our first HTML page, learning HTML is learning all about tags. All tags have the same format. They begin with a less than sign, also referred to as an open caret, and end with a greater than sign, like I have here. Less than sign, greater than sign. So there are two kinds of tags: opening tags, like I have here, the BR, and closing tags. Oops, let's move that back there, like that there. The only difference between an opening tag and a closing tag is the / that I have right here in my closing tag after my less than sign. You label content by putting it between an opening tag and a closing tag. Now in XHTML, XML, and also HTML5, as well as probably all future versions of HTML, all elements must be closed. HTML elements without content are called empty elements. Empty elements can be closed in the start tag. Now this tag here, BR, is an empty element. That one there. Without a closing tag, it defines a line break. Adding a slash to the start tag, like this one here, is the proper way of closing empty elements, and this is accepted by HTML, XHTML, and XML. Even if the BR tag works in all browsers, adding the closing BR tag instead is more future-proof. Also, another tip here is when using HTML, always use lowercase letters in your tags. And the reason for this is that HTML is not case sensitive. So in other words, paragraph P tag is the same as lowercase p. Both of those designate a paragraph, and they're equivalent, so I recommend just sticking with lowercase letters for your tags. I recommend lowercase because the World Wide Web Consortium, the W3C, recommends lowercase in HTML4 and demands lowercase tags in future versions of XHTML and HTML, including HTML5. The purpose of a web browser like Internet Explorer or Firefox is to read HTML documents and then display them as web pages. The browser does not display the HTML tags, but uses the tags to interpret the content of the page. Let me now introduce the term document tags. Document tags define the overall structure of an HTML document. Now there are 4 tags that every HTML document should include. These tags define what type of document it is, and the major sections. These tags are HTML, head, title, and body. You may also wish to use the doc type declaration under some circumstances. A very basic document might look like this one here. Here's an example of a document with the doc type declaration in the very front, indicating that this is an HTML 4.01 document. Now the use of some of these tags, particularly HTML and head, has been an ongoing source of controversy for some time. The reason is these tags don't have any visible effect on a web page, and they actually seem useless and so are optional. So why use them at all? The basic answer is using them constitutes good form. A well-written HTML document not only produces a good web page, but it's also easy to read and understand in its raw form. By using the document level tags, you divide the page into logical sections, each with its own purpose. This results in a page of HTML that's easy to understand and edit. Now, as my last bullet point here indicates, most HTML elements can have attributes. Attributes provide additional information about HTML elements. So let's now move on to the next movie where I review HTML attributes in more detail.